Oh, by the way, that's another great part in the Ken Burns documentary is, I always saw Mussolini giving the speeches. Oh, he's got one great one where he keeps doing this thing with his hand, like he's just fucking talking shit. Like Hitler makes me want to speak German, and Mussolini makes me want to speak Italian. Just watching their speeches, watching Hitler screaming and yelling. Like, we used to be quiet, now we suck, I'm sick of this shit. I mean, is that what he's saying? I want to know what the fuck is he yelling about. And Mussolini, that look of confidence on his face, I just want to hear what the fuck he's talking about. I'm sure there's transcriptions, but it's got to be better if you actually know the language. And I got that fucking Irish thing where I got to do everything the hard way. So all I would ever see was Mussolini giving the speeches and then him fucking hanging by the meat hook, him with his fucking girlfriend. And I always wondered what the hell had happened. And I didn't know that he had gotten captured. And then the Nazis came in and freed him. Like the fucking Expendables or some shit. Is that a right reference? I never saw one of those movies, but that seemed like what they were doing, like they were rescuing people. And then he got caught again. And he tried to talk his way out of it again. And his last words was basically saying no. Like, no. Jesus fucking Christ. What a fucking way to go out. I've been talking about that in my act. It's just, that guy in like a year's time, he went from just like having boy band fame and everybody screaming and throwing bras at him and shit to be like on his knees like, nah. They killed him and his woman. I love it, too. It was his mistress. I believe that's what they call it. I don't fucking remember. I'm already starting to forget the shit. And then they brought him into town, and everybody was kicking him. And his face, they just kicked the shit out of his face, and they're spitting on him, and they hung him by a meat hook. It's like, what happened? You think it's bad to be like, in O-Town? Try being a fucking dictator, man. It's brutal. It just that's why they never have it behind the music for dictators, because you know how it, for the most part, how it fucking ends. You don't end, you're not lying in bed, going through some fucking Buddhist, this is the death process, where they teach you how to die peacefully and you're surrounded by fucking loved ones or whatever. This is the exact opposite of that shit. Hitler blew his brains out. What's his face? Mussolini. I just told you what the fuck happened to him. Saddam Hussein, they dragged him out of a fucking hole. He went out like a gangster, though, man. That Jesus Christ. He refused the hood. They put the rope around his neck, and he was getting heckled. This is his shit. Like when people talk about, when they go and they look at comics getting heckled and taking on the crowd. He has to have the best one for dictators. He was standing there, and he's getting heckled, and he's giving him shit right back with a fucking rope around his neck. You got to respect that, man. I would have been like Mussolini. No, come on. I'd be trying to fucking wriggle my fat head out of it. I definitely would have taken the hood.